Welcome back. So we've been just talking about partnering. We're talking about, this idea of what partnering is with the client in the coaching process. We've just started on this series of what coaching really is. So if you're new to our channel, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell because you want to stay tuned with all the latest videos for you. We've just explored a little bit about partnering, and now we're going to talk about this idea of partnering and co-creation. Where does co-creation come in, right? What on earth is this idea of co-creation? And are they the same thing? Are they just different words? Well, let's start with this idea of co-creation. Co-creation, it's this process of jointly creating the coaching agenda, goals, actions through a very collaborative, interactive, dynamic dialogue. You see, coaching, it's a dialogue between two parties, the coach and the client. It's not about just questions. Many people think that coaching is questions. They're absolutely wrong. Many coaching schools out there teach about coaching as questions, powerful questions. That is fundamentally wrong because coaching, it's not just about questions, although there are questions involved. Therapy, there's also questions. Psychology, there's also questions. Mentoring, there's also questions. But coaching is not just questions. Coaching is a dialogue. It's an intentional dialogue. It's an intentional conversational space, right? And it involves both the coach and client contributing their perspectives, ideas, resources together. You see, if you recall our earlier videos of what I showed you in terms of the visuals about how two parties are seeing the same image, but both are seeing very different images. The perspectives that we take often reveals a lot more about how we're feeling on the inside. And that's the key, right? So the perspectives, the ideas, resources, they all come and contribute together. Now, it also emphasizes what we call the sense of open communication, the flexibility and responsiveness that the client needs in its context. So this idea of open communication, flexibility, responsiveness, it's key to help the client go deeper. Now, also another key focus area is that this emphasis on collaborative development and outcomes, integrating both the client's and the coach's contribution. So you see, this space, it's of co-creation, it's really about collaboration. It's about working together, bringing together a coming of minds, a realization together. It's not about what I want. It's really about how can we work together. It's about our contribution together, integrating both, finding the alignment, the congruence with it. And that's the beauty of co-creation. So let's go back to this question. When we listen back to the previous videos about partnering and now co-creation in our previous discussions as well, is partnering co-creation? Are they different? Or do they mean the same thing but just different slices? Well, I like to be highly accurate here, right? So I always believe that coaching, you have to be intentional and accurate because we can't just do random things. What makes a ACC or PCC or MCC level coach? It's their accuracy, the intentionality, and mastery of their skills to really help dive in a deeper manner than ever before. So that's one of the trainings that I do in the coaching process. In fact, if you come and join me in Brave Your Coach, Brave Your Story, I'll bring you through retreats. There is an investment, of course. There's also investment in just braving your coaching as well. But this investment is something very powerful because we take a journey with you, diving deeper, going deeper in where you are and where you like to be. And this partnership is so key. So, and the accuracy by which we distinguish this is also important because when we deal with different clients around the world, we need to know the context, the content, the backgrounds to really be able to be more effective in our coaching or create really transformative impact on them. So when you think about partnering and co-creation, they're actually fundamentally two different elements, but there are some commonalities between them. Let's take a look. The visualization is this. Co-creation, it's the entire concept. It's the entire philosophy. And partnering, it's one of the many elements within co-creation or the umbrella of co-creation. So within the umbrella of co-creation, you have this idea of partnering and many, many, many other elements. So of course, if you come to one of my programs around the world, you will learn about these elements as well. And in fact, in some of my coaching sessions, if you do one-on-one sessions with me, we will explore each one of this facet in a deeper manner. But I'm going to give you a little visualization of what some of those elements are. So if you see co-creation as like the umbrella, you have partnering, you have other elements, things like reflection, generative conversation, agreements, trust, safety, actioning, exploring, flexibility, listening, inquiry. All those different elements are under the umbrella of co-creation. as that element of working together in a collaborative manner, in a dialogue manner to help inspire the change. So, in essence, what partnering and co-creation, how do they come together is this. Partnering is the action and co-creation is the process. So you could think about it as partnering as the action that I take with the client with intention, applying the various techniques and tools to support that sense of partnership, to make sure that we're on equal grounds, to really facilitate conversation. Whereas co-creation is the entirety of the process, the philosophy behind co-creation. Even in the partnering that I do, even in the action that I do, I'm doing it in a spirit of co-creation. And that's the beauty. So now having this idea and understanding of it, what is coming to you, or what are you realizing about the spirit of co-creation for yourself? Right? I often say this. If you're attending my program on co-creation as well, I always say the spirit of co-creation is so key. It's not about what I want to do. It's really about this partnership of what we can do together, how we can work together as one, how we can work together to achieve much more. Right. And this idea that coaching is co-creation is so key. In fact, in all my literature or my books and articles that you can find online or and on my website as well, the spirit of co-creation is key to support a deeper understanding of what coaching really is and to support the client's own realization of where they are, where they want to be. Co-creation isn't about what we do, it's about who we are, the sense of being. It's about that space that we're creating. And there are different elements that's at play. This idea of partnering is one of them, where it's a very actionable thing that you can learn, a skill set that you can master to go deeper with the client. Now, I want you to kind of think about in your own workplace. Where can you find elements or evidence of partnership? Where can you find elements and evidence of co-creation? Where can you find elements and evidence of areas where the teams, individuals, or leaders are working together as one? Do you see that? If you see that, write them down and reflect on this. And as you reflect on this, more questions will emerge. And I want to encourage you to share me your questions because I would want to create, answers and suggestions and ideas for you to consider in your own coaching journey towards mastery. So stay tuned for more because we are only on the first stage of exploring the partnership. We're going to go into different elements of the other process of what coaching really is in this series of what coaching is to demystify the true nature of coaching and how it would impact you as an individual. Because I believe that this series would truly make a difference if you can understand, hey, what coaching really is for me and how does it relate to my story? How does it relate? And really demystify some of the common myths around coaching as well. So if you like this video, subscribe, share this with a friend, and I look forward to seeing you in one of my sessions or one of my programs around the world really soon. Remember, coaching truly changes lives and every conversation matters. And I like to see change happen one conversation at a time. It doesn't matter where you are, whether you are ready to begin. But what I really hope for you is that you take the courage, take the chance on yourself, engage a coach, and see the difference and see the transformation within happening for you.